new questions that are being raised about President Obama's health care overhaul as we find out that some Planned Parenthood clinics have received some $375,000 in federal funding to help sign up new members to the new health care coverage. Now, critics immediately pointed out that the president pledged to never spend a single federal dollar on clinics that perform abortions. And that promise actually was what secured the many critical votes that were needed, including Michigan Congressman Bart Stupak, who at the time came on America Live and defended the deal. Listen.
This executive order that we negotiated with the White House, they have unequivocally said there will be no abortions at the community health centers. They will not be paid for, and a number of other protections are put in. This is a very good executive order. As soon as the president signs it, which we expect tomorrow, it will have the full force and effect of law.
What is to stop this openly pro-choice president from reversing himself on this? We've seen him reverse himself on the other deals that were offered to get senators' votes in connection with this bill. What is to stop him from reversing himself on this executive order now that he's got your vote?
Well, that's why we've asked for it to be public. We will have a public signing of this document.
The Senate deals were public too.
I know, and you're right, Megan. There is nothing that would stop this president from a month from now, a year from now, 10 years from now, of repealing this executive order.
Zerlina Maxwell is a Democratic strategist and contributor to Ebony.com. Good to have you here. Mike Gallagher is a syndicated radio host, Fox News contributor. You know him well. Good to see both of you.
Hi, Jamie. How are you?
Hello. Good. So, Mike, the critics came out, the Republicans are saying, wait a minute. Before you got the vote, you said no federal funding to any clinics or health care facilities that provide abortion. And then afterwards, you even assured that it wouldn't happen. But it's bigger than the 375,000 number we raised. 105 groups get a total of $67 million in these navigator funds to sign people up, including Planned Parenthood.
Right.
Are they overreacting?
Let me tell you something. I mean, I always try to anticipate what my friends on the left will possibly say to try to defend this egregious about face. But Megan, pegged it. Megan sat there and said, what's going to prevent President Obama, who is a fiercely pro-choice guy, pro-abortion president, to turn around and change it? This is exactly what's happened. Everybody knows Planned Parenthood is one of the largest abortion providers on the planet, and now even if it's a dime of exchange money, of our money going to Planned Parenthood, he completely broke his promise, and once more we're seeing this monstrosity called Obamacare come apart at the seams. I mean, it's almost comical were it not for the seriousness of talking about the lives of unborn babies.
There is at least transparency that it's happening. Yeah, but Zerlina said it's not happening.
No, I'm saying that there's a thing called the Hyde Amendment. We all know what that is. That doesn't allow the funding that is going to Planned Parenthood to be used for their abortion services. So the money going to Planned Parenthood in this particular case is to make sure that people are informed about the services that are provided under Obamacare, like mammograms, annual exams, birth control, things that people need, preventative health care services that women need. 1 in 5 women go to Planned Parenthood. And it's not for abortions. That's only 3% of the things that they offer, and no federal money goes to that.
So who's going to keep track of that? Who's going to monitor
they
that?
Audit.
Who audits it?
The government audits.
Oh, Obama's government does. Well, that's the problem. Exactly.
And we've looked to the federal government to be able to do that for all sorts of different things in the past. I don't understand.
But that's the problem.
Part of it is that there's speculation that Planned Parenthood is supposedly using federal money for abortions, but nobody's been able to actually show evidence of that.
Let me ask you this. If you're insistent that the money that's going, big money, taxpayer money, to Planned Parenthood, and you're so sure that it won't be used for abortions, then why doesn't it say you get it, but you must agree that it doesn't go? There is no provision, and other than the oversight you mentioned, which the American people, we report they can decide if they can rely on the fact that it'll be monitored, why not put in a specific provision, as the president promised, to reassure Americans that are not in favor of abortion?
Well, like I said, the Hyde Amendment is the law, right? So if they did use the federal money to go to abortions, they would be breaking the law. But that is already on the books. They're not using money for abortions. They're using money to make sure that low-income women are able to get preventative health care. 1 in 5 women use Planned Parenthood.
We heard that.
To see if they have breast cancer, to see if they have cervical cancer. These are important things.
This administration has disdain for the rule of law. We've seen this Oh, it's not? Well, let's go back.
Speculate. You need facts.
Zerlina, I'm not speculating. Excuse me, I'm going back a week to when President Obama decided to huddle behind closed doors and exempt members of Congress and their staffs from the additional costs of Obamacare, which was a violation. That's illegal.
That was a poison pill put in the bill on purpose. That was never supposed to be the case. But he's broken. He does not have regard for the rule. Now, the rule of law. Now, Zerlina, with all due respect, you're asking Americans to trust the Obama administration. You just admitted that we're asking Americans to trust that the process of auditing works.
Well, Mike, before we even get to the audit stage, what about this whole Navigator money situation to sign people up?
That's exactly. Well, and even the idea of as Zerlina
what's the oversight when you're talking $67 million in just these states that are getting money, including Planned Parenthood?
But when Zerlina tries to parse the advice that Planned Parenthood is going to give to women, do you think Planned Parenthood isn't going to advise women that abortion is an option on the table?
It is an option, a constitutionally allowed option.
It's not an option.
You can be against it, but it is still the law.
But don't ask me to pay for it.
I'm not asking you to pay for it. Hyde Amendment. You cannot just say it is being used to...
I'll tell you what, I'll make you both a deal.
You expect the Obama administration to monitor itself.
I'll make you both a deal. We got to leave it there for today, but I think we should come back and see how this actually plays out, because even if the lights stay on and the staff stays on, we won't be in the room to see exactly where that money goes.
Zerlina got a little feisty today. I like that. It was good. I got you a little fired up.
All right. Save it for later. Go back to the green room. But great discussion. Thanks so much. Greg?